this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no one.
a second.
Oh, no.
When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching SeptumSin versus the world. I'm SeptumSin. This is Kotobukijake.
Hey.
And we're here to show you what we got.
Yeah.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
Slim pickings this week. But
Well, for me, I've got plenty, but... and I made an order. I finally made my Rightstuf order on their birthday sale. And
haven't got it yet.
because I got my big paycheck this week. But between Kim's birthday and that order, I am now tapped out big time, but I've got a giant order coming in. And
Good times.
I'm looking forward to it. The problem is, you know what I realized is that I put a pre-order on that list. Do you know when the pre-order is out on? December. And you know how Rightstuf does.
Oh, you'll get it in early November?
Well, my hope is because it's hit to a debit card and they don't get paid their money until, they ship, maybe they'll think about hooking onto the other 2 orders I have sitting out there that are due out in August. So we're going to keep my fingers crossed on that.
My order, I could be wrong, but I believe I ordered 5 items, and I think 4 of them were out of stock, so I'm not expecting anytime soon. But I think they finally shipped the other 2. So we'll find out.
Well, if I'm a little bit sniffly, it's because I just finished mowing the lawn not long after. He could attest. He probably saw the grass was mowed when he pulled up.
Yes, apparently he mowed it. So I didn't realize you were here.
Yep. You see, I ran out of gas, so Mo agreed to put a handle on, and I would walk him around as he cut it with his teeth, like Pac-Man. But with that being said, let's talk about a series Mo probably would like. I went ahead and I got this because I'd been missing the last movie in the series, and that is the Wreck Collection. Now, you might have heard of a little movie called Quarantine, which is a movie about these guys who have rabies, but not space. Well, it could be space rabies, and they're really, it's kind of just these rabid zombies that are in an apartment complex, and the second one's in an airport. So this is what it was based off of. This is, I believe, Spanish. If I want to say, I think it is Spanish. And there are 4 movies. I had the first 3 on DVD, but the 4th movie... Buying this was cheaper than what I was going to pay to get the 4th movie on DVD. So I was like, okay, I'll just upgrade them all to Blu-ray, get this nice freaking set that Shout Factory released. I mean, Scream Factory, well, same thing. But isn't that nice?
It's a nice set.
It's a nice looking set. And I can finally see the 4th one. I've seen the first 3. I mean, it kind of gets weird, but this one has more of a supernatural bent. And it's more of a possession style zombie type film than it is a disease. So I like how it goes in that different direction. I think it's pretty cool. You're probably gonna end up watching this one day or another for Inside Movies Galore.
One could say that about so many films.
Yeah, it's hard to say how it goes. I'm not sure if they have a lot of special features on these, but still, I do like that. Beautiful cover, beautiful artwork. Glad to have all 4 movies.
Very good. Alright, so we're going to start off. Believe it or not, I still have a few items left. that I picked up once upon a time from the library. And we're going to start with one starring Tom Selleck's mustache.
Woo!
Called Jesse Stone Night Passage. For those of you unfamiliar, Jesse Stone is a character, as they say here on the cover, created by Robert B. Parker. I have not read the Robert B. Parker books, nor have I seen anything in this series, but it's a reasonably popular series. I found it dirt cheap. I like Tom Selleck. I figured, what the hell? And I'll get to it one of these days.
See, these are all movie collections that I'm doing, mainly because the way I have it to random, I have an alphabet roller for it, but it doesn't cover numbers. So anything that comes into the numbers section, it's there. And I count a lot of the stuff like double features and stuff like that in the numbers sections. So let's start with this one I got from oldies.com. These are in that same... Thanks, Fu. These are in that same vein that Filthy McNasty is in. Blood Gnome, Satan's Little Helper, and Spliced. I got this for 97 cents.
Oh, wow.
Because, again, Oldies has some very good deals if you watch them.
Right.
And...
I'm sure it's worth every penny.
I liked Blood Gnome. And I can't remember Satan's Little Helper.
And Fu finally walked on screen.
But I'm willing to check them out. I mean, definitely for this. Most assuredly, I will probably be checking these out.
Excellent. Alright, so my next one posits the question, what would you do if you got Punisher, Hellboy, and the erstwhile Vulture on the same screen? It might look something like this. And this is a movie called... or it's a movie or a series? I can't remember.
A movie.
I think it's a movie called Mutant Chronicles.
Ah, yes.
Which stars Thomas Jane, Ron Perlman, and John Malkovich.
It was a fun enough one.
And this is a pretty nice addition. Devin Aoki's in there. Sean Pertwee. Oh, so the really cute assassin chick from Sin City. And you've also got Alfred Pennyworth. So, yeah, lots of fun comic connections with that cast. And this is a Magnolia release, which is always fun to find those for really cheap. I have never seen this, but it looks interesting enough. Again, dirt cheap. I figured I can't pass it up. It's shiny.
It's decent enough. It's got some cheesy sci-fi effects to it. But, yeah, it was fun enough. So this one here is one I got from my father when as an inheritance, I guess you could say, which is another collection of movies, action movies. And at least this one has a 50% Chuck Norris, with The Octagon and A Force of One, which are decent enough films. They're all right. And Exit Speed... is alright, about a bus group of people that piss off a bunch of bikers. And then there's Garrison, which, to tell you the truth, I don't know much about Garrison. It's based on the Fort Bragg killings. Oh yeah, it was about that guy who went AWOL and started killing people.
Oh, that guy.
But it's not a bad film set. I don't mind it. I mean... Really and truly, they're decent action films. I'm kind of glad to have those two Chuck Norris ones in my collection, so it works for me.
Good deal. So next one, I'm not at all familiar with, but the cast intrigued me, if nothing else. This is a film featuring Penelope Cruz and Sergio Castellito, and it's directed by Sergio Castellito, and it's called Don't Move.
Don't move.
For the best-selling novel by Margaret Mazzandini. It's actually got some pretty decent special features there. It's an Italian film. We got some other stuff going on here. I don't know. Non ti muovere, I guess. Muovere is how you would say that, I guess. I always look forward to seeing some, some foreign films I've never seen before. I am a huge fan of Penelope Cruz. I saw that really cheap. I was like, why not?
Well, my other one is the other from the oldies. I had 2 orders from oldies when they did some sales because I got a whole bunch of stuff for like $20 for each one. And this one I got for 17 cents. It's a double feature of National Lampoon's TV, the film or the movie, and National Lampoon's Cattle Call.
Okay. Clearly, they're the Canadian.
Yep, they're the Canadian releases, but that's fine. Canadian release is the same region as us. Plus, I have a region-free player, but
Oh, man.
too much light.
No, something got in my eye.
Probably
Probably, yeah.
cat
Probably.
fur.
Yeah, probably.
But, for 17
Who's
cents,
like, who, me?
this might be worth something. I mean,
Yeah,
they're usually good for like a cheap laugh.
right. One could do worse.
Canadian law, like Quebec, you've got to have the French right next to the English.
Right. Okay, and my last 2 are the ones this week that are actually pretty fun. And the first one actually is, there are many, many shows. It seems like many shows at this point that have gotten a second lease on life. The everything old is new again thing. And some of them really have overstayed their welcome, like Family Guy. Some of them have kind of half-assed it, like Arrested Development. And then some of them have fallen somewhere in between. From what I understand, this next one is ongoing, but it's only been around for a couple of seasons. And I think, the first season, and it was pretty solid. And I really hope that they maintain this for however long they stand to be on. I was utterly shocked when
Dead Lizard.
2 or 3 weeks ago, it was either my mom or my brother or both. I can't remember who it was. So they'd gone to Walmart and they picked something up, and they came in and they were like, "Hey, do you need this?" And I'm like, looked at the titles. I was like, yes, I do. Because it was, to my shock and astonishment, the reboot, season 1, of this classic series, Animaniacs.
Alright, good.
And have you seen anything of the reboot? We've lost Brandon for a moment. This is 13 episodes, starting with the vignette Jurassic Lark that they actually used as the promotional film for this. As you can probably tell from the cover, basically they kept the Warner siblings and Pinky and the Brain and jettisoned just about everyone else. Dr. Scratch and Sniff and Hello Nurse and a few of the others come back, but like most of the supporting cast didn't. But I asked while you were gone, did you have you seen the new one yet?
I haven't. I've heard mixed reviews.
You probably heard mixed reviews from the more conservative audience, because this one doesn't pull its punches in that regard. I enjoy it thoroughly. I do think it's a shame that they so completely jettisoned some of the older cast. I like the Goodfeathers. They were a fun group. Some of the others were kind of pointless, but it's good times.
I like Mr.
Yeah.
Skullhead.
I don't know if Mr. Skull. I don't think he came back yet. Yeah.
Well, this one here is another one I inherited from my father. I gave it to him, as a matter of fact. Was never opened. And that was the Bela Lugosi Scared to Death collection.
That looks pretty cool.
It's a cool looking collection.
Yeah.
Wasn't expensive at the time. I don't know what it is now, but my father was obsessed with Bela Lugosi. So you've got let's see, White Zombie, which I am glad to have anyway. The Death Kiss, The Whispering Shadow, Chandu on Magic Island, The Mysterious Mr. Wong, Murder by Television, Shadow of Chinatown, The Phantom Creeps, another good one there, The Devil Bat, Invisible Ghost, The Gorilla, Spooks Run Wild, Black Dragons, The Corpse Vanishes, another one I've seen, Brewery at Midnight,
Bowery.
I would like to see Brewery at Midnight.
Yeah.
Instead. The Ape Man, Ghosts on the Loose, One Body Too Many.
If you were at a brewery at midnight, you'd probably see some ape men running around.
And then finally, let's see, Scared to Death, and then finally Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. Because as you do.
As you do.
But, it's a pretty cool looking set there. And it's pretty hefty.
Yeah.
So,
It looks pretty solid. Let me have a look here.
yeah, it's a cool set.
It looks like one though that you gotta open it like actually.
Yeah, because it has these
Yeah,
two pieces to it.
That's unfortunate.
But still,
Yeah, that's still pretty cool.
it is. It is.
Good times.
Bela Lugosi.
All right, the last one I have also was a series that got a reboot, but that was a much shorter reboot that was much closer to the actual series. And I've still seen the series, but not the reboot. One of the items I considered ordering, I actually put it in my cart from the birthday sale, but I ended up not moving forward on that purchase because I just didn't. Not until the very end, like you said, they put all the mega deals up on the same, I did the same thing. I did a big order at the end, but we'll see how that turns out. But it's not a huge order. But I ended up leaving one of the items that was in my cart on the order. But the other one I had actually ordered a couple days before because, okay, just to put it bluntly, I needed pants. I really needed pants, like yesterday. And I couldn't find them on my brief shopping run. So I decided to order from Amazon because, I'm doing Prime. I might as well get the benefit of the quick shipping. And I checked around for a couple things, and I found that one of the items I really wanted from the birthday sale was actually about 3 cents cheaper on Amazon. And, well, why not? Get pants and a Blu-ray.
Get her done.
Get her done, exactly. And because it was about 3 cents cheaper, it was actually about 3 cents under the goal I had set myself for this franchise. But I continued on with Volume 4 of Inuyasha on my Blu-ray conversion endeavor.
Very cool.
Yes, very cool. At this rate, I may actually convert the whole thing at the $25 price, which is still going to be a freaking expensive conversion, but could be worse.
Indeed.
And they are nice looking sets, and they take up so much less space than what we had already.
Well, with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this. Of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe.
You did 5?
Yeah, I did 5.
Oh, okay.
Did you not do 5?
I did.
Yeah, okay.
That went fast.
Yep. And we'll share. And maybe we'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.